New Zealand has introduced a new visa for foreign skilled workers and their family, and this is a route to residency pathway. And in this video I'm just going to share with you all of the information you need for this relocation route. One good thing about this route is that your residency category is indefinite, no end to your residency, and of course most people travel with other routes, and of course they have to work for a particular period of time before they can get their indefinite leave to remain, you know what I mean. But on this particular opportunity, the permanent residency route, it gives permanent residency route to your spouse, to your children, even to your children of age 24. To the age of 24, they are eligible. So the government of New Zealand is prioritizing this application, and you can have your residency approved in just 3 months. And from research, it's been known that 80% of the successful applications were approved within 3 months. And if you're interested in this pathway, I will encourage you to watch this video to the end. I'm going to show with you the eligibility criteria. I'm going to also share with you the breakdown of the process and the requirement for the immigration pathway in New Zealand. You will also get to know the priority occupation in New Zealand for this particular process. So if you belong, or you have a job, or you work in a sector in this category, or you have experience in this in such sectors, then it means you are eligible for this route. I'll also show you employers who do job matching for overseas recruiters. I'm going to show you how to connect with licensed employers by the New Zealand government that also get support, or that also get work, that get job for foreign workers. Also, for this relocation process, you don't need a job application, as it were. Then you only need to submit your CV to employers, and once you're qualified to be employed, you will be updated. You will get information, you'll get email to say that you have been employed, and you can continue with the process of your application. So please, I will encourage you, if this information sounds good to you, or you have people around this information will be very important to, I want to encourage you to subscribe and share this video to them. Also, don't forget to leave a like so that this video can also be recommended to other viewers. So let's watch this video together, and don't forget to support my channel. Subscribe, share, love, comment, and so on and so forth. So let's go to the business of today very quickly. So guys, this is the website for this particular route. You can see on my screen, this is straight to resident visa. So I'm just going to show you things you need to know about this visa. It says apply for this visa if you currently work or you have a job offer from an accredited employer, and the role is on tier 1 of the green list in demand. So you need to understand that the length of your stay is indefinite. As you can see, it's indefinite. 2, the age range for this route is 55 years or younger. So anybody from the age from any age to maximum of 55 years is qualified for this route. Also, you can see the cost of this visa, 4,290 New Zealand dollars, and the processing time is 3 months. That is it on my screen. So let's look into this. It says with your visa you can live, work and study in New Zealand, included your partner and dependent children aged 24 or younger in your visa application. So you can see that this route permits your family, it permits all your dependents. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to look together what you need to apply. What are the things you need to apply? So number one of the things you need to apply is your identity. You need something to prove your identity. It means you must provide proof of your identity. That is one acceptable photo. That could be a photograph, like a passport photograph, or a scan of the personal details page of your passport or certificate of identity. That is what you need for that. Also, moving forward, you must also provide your character identity. That is, you must be of good character, and you can do that by providing your police report. So you say if you or anyone else included in the application are age 17 or older, you must provide a certificate, a police certificate from your country. And of course, any other country you have stayed in for 12 months or more over the last 10 years, even if it was not in the same state. So you need a certificate, a police certificate. So after which you have to provide a proof to show that you are in good health. Says you and your partner, if they are included in your application, need to show us you have an acceptable standard of health. This means you and anyone else included in your application must complete a chest x-ray and a medical examination. This is the same thing as what we call IOM in my country, in Nigeria. IOM. So if you know what that means, you have to go through that to show that you're in good health. The next thing you have to do likewise, also check for your children or your dependents that they are also in good health. So you must be age 55 or younger at the time you apply. At the time you apply, you must not be more than 55, or maybe at the time you're applying you are 55 years. So let's put it that way. Then you will check your identity document, for example your passport, to also confirm your age. So now you also need to show or prove to us the relationship with the family, with your family. So if you include your partner and children in your applications, you must have a genuine relationship with them. So you have to provide documents like marriage and birth certificates that prove your relationship to your partner and dependents, age, including children aged 24 or younger. Your partnership to your wife and to your children. So if your partner or your dependent children already have or are applying for a work, student or visitor visa based on their relationship to you, you must include them in your residence application. Also, you need an English language. You must speak and understand English. That is, you need an English literacy test or something to prove that you speak and understand English. There are two ways to show us this, that you speak and understand English. One, through your citizenship, where you studied and the qualification you gain. Then again through the English language test. So the result of the English language test must meet the minimum score we set, be no more than 2 years old when you apply. If you click on this English language requirement for skilled resident visa, you would see more about the English language requirement. So moving forward, it says English language for families. It means your partner, your children 16 years and above must speak English or pay for classes to learn English in New Zealand. So it means that if they don't understand English, it means when you get to New Zealand, you will definitely get to pay for them to learn in English. Then your previous work. So let me open this for you. So there are 3 ways your partner or children age 16 or older can show us they speak in English. That is, that through their citizenship, they can also do the English literacy test or pay for English language lessons. So the result of their English language test must meet the minimum score that has been set, and it must not be more than 2 years when you apply. Another thing is your previous work. It says you must meet your role requirement in the green list. It says for search for your role in the green list. For the straight to residence visa, you must be in tier 1 role and provide evidence you meet your role requirement. So now I think what we should do now is to go to the green list role and check the requirement. Let's also check lastly the acceptable employment. So you must meet the criteria for acceptable employment in New Zealand. That is, acceptable employment is when you work for an accredited employer or you have a job offer from one. Don't forget I said I'm going to show you how to connect to employers or to recruiting agencies who will help you, who are licensed, who will help you to get a job, who will match you up with a job. So your role is on tier 1 of the green list. You meet the role's requirements such as the median wage or the salary threshold, the registration, the professional membership. For example, if you're a nurse, you have to have the NMC registration or other qualifications. Your employment is full-time and genuine, and this role is permanent or the fixed term for at least 12 months or a contract or contracts for at least 6 months or more. So let's check for the green list roles now. Okay, so we are checking the straight to. Okay, so looking at this list that you can see on my screen now, the first one is acoustic engineer. This is a straight to residence job. It's a straight to residence occupation. Addiction practitioner is straight to resident occupation. Aerospace engineer, the same thing. Aeronautical engineer, the same thing. We have aircraft maintenance. You can see several of them. All of these ones you're seeing here. Ambulance paramedic, straight to residence. You can see. So if you look at the assistant dairy farm manager, you'll see it's a tier 2 role, eligible for work to residence. So this is not straight to residence, this is work to residence. So those on this list, you get to know the priority occupations for the straight to residence opportunity. You can see them here. You can see more of them. You can see building project manager, straight to residence. Cardiologist, straight to residence. You can see civil engineer, straight to residence. You can see civil engineer technician, straight to residence. We can check more. Clinical dental technicians, straight to residence. We have clinical hematologists, clinical physiologists, straight to residence. We have construction project manager, straight to residence. So on this list is where you can see all of those occupations that are straight to residence. You can see dental surgeon, dental specialist, dental technician, dental therapist, dentist, dermatologist, developer, programmer. All of these occupations are straight to residence. So let's look out for more. Electrical engineer, straight to residence. So you can see, so you can check, you can see enrolled nurse, that is nursing assistant, is straight to residence. So you can see nursing assistant is straight to residence. We have other food technologists, you can see straight to residence. We can check more. Hospital pharmacists, you can see straight to residence. ICT project manager, ICT security specialist, ICT engineer, industrial pharmacist. All of these jobs are straight to residence. There are more. You can see Kayako Kura blah blah blah. Primary school teacher. The primary school teacher role on this screen is for work to residence. So there is the other opportunity, which is the work to residence, is what this primary school teacher is useful for. You can't use it for the straight to residence. Then looking at the marine designers, material engineer, medical imaging technologist, medical laboratory scientist, you can see is straight to residence. Medical laboratory scientist is straight to residence. So midwife is straight to residence. You can see this. Middle school teacher, intermediate school teacher is work to residence. That is to tell you that the teaching is work to residents. Now the medical practitioners NEC is straight to residents. So guys, for mechanic, motorcycle mechanic is work to residents. So the list is countless. You can see the list is countless. So I will encourage you to go through this list to know if your occupation is on this list, so you will know if you are qualified to apply on this route, on the straight to residence route. Physiotherapist, straight to residence, and so on and so forth. You can see the primary school again is work to resident. So just check your list, know where you belong to. Quantities of yours are straight to residents. Good one. It's a straight to residents. Registered nurses are straight to residents. Registered nurses community health, straight to resident. Registered nurses critical care and emergency, straight to residents. You can see all of this nursing at large is straight to residents. So I will encourage every nurse watching this to embrace this opportunity. So having checked all of these things, you would be able to know if you can apply for this role or not. Then going forward, you can see the processing cost here. If you check the processing cost, it depends on the country. So let's assume the person applying for this role is a Nigerian that lives in Nigeria. So you can put our nationality or passport here for Nigeria. That's it. And then I'm applying from Nigeria. Okay. So let's say display. So it means if there is anything else you need to do, they will let you know. But if you're already in New Zealand, you must have a valid visa. But apart from that, for the location that I just searched for, you have to pay 4,890 New Zealand dollars for this process. You said this is the charge for immigration, New Zealand, to process your application. So guys, you can check all of that. You may need any other information to support your application. If they need any other one, you would get to know here. If there's anything else you need to do, we'll let you know. Then we make a decision about your application. Then you can see the time frame processing, 80% within 3 months. So guys, how to submit? Of course, you can make a payment through the card, through debit card. You have phoning hours, and you can see the telephone numbers to call. Then that's how to submit. You can see then the conditions, the earning for work. After we approve your visa, you can work in any role for any employer in New Zealand. For study, you can study anywhere in New Zealand for any length, and so on. So if you want to apply, you click the apply online button on your right hand side. So don't forget, I'm showing you now straightforward to the jobs, how to apply for jobs. So now this is the job websites and recruitment companies for New Zealand. So this is a government website for jobs and recruitment companies. So all of the employers on this particular website you're seeing on my screen are licensed by the New Zealand government. So if you're looking for jobs in the healthcare sector, then you have to check the healthcare jobs, that is the Kiwi Health jobs. Let's try that now. So the Kiwi Health jobs is loading. So this is the Kiwi Health jobs. So if you need to look for any job, you can register, then you can search for job. Let's say for example you want to search for okay, these are the available jobs. You can see this available jobs. This closes August. This first one, cultural navigator team lead. You can see nurse practitioner, marketing and communication. There are several of them here. So all of these people, you would always see how to apply. Let's say for example now you want to look at the role of a mental health specialist. Now, so looking at the role, you will look at what is needed. So you can see this, the salary score now, the salary band between 69,934 to 83,349. It's a permanent role, and you need to read about the team, about the information, what they need about you, what they expect of you, and all of that. So you can see, in the interest of protecting our people, all appointments will be subject to the following: occupational health assessment, police vetting, that is by the Ministry of Justice, safety check, then serious misconduct check. So, and if you want to apply, we accept online application. Please visit our website. So you click this website, then they will tell you where to go. Of course, you need to ensure that you have good CV to apply for this job. This is for health. So let's go back to where we're coming from. So if there are other jobs, let's load more jobs. You can see registered nurse, diabetes dietitian. You can see loads of job here. You can see loads and loads of job. District nurse, registered nurse. You can see nurse. I'm just saying nurses everywhere. So another mental health nurse. So guys, all of these opportunities, you can see betting unit, community. So you can always apply for this job. So please, I don't want to take your time. So you can always check through. So, and again, let's go back to other job applications. So you can see dairy farm jobs. If you need dairy farm jobs, if you open this link, you can see them. If you're looking for engineering jobs, you can open this link and then you find those jobs. You can see this is for engineering jobs. You can see solid work mechanical design engineer. You can see civil construction engineer. You can see we have loads and loads of work here with different companies. So these companies you're seeing on my screen are licensed companies with the government. So you can be assured, if you submit your CV and you tailor your CV well for the job you're applying, you can be assured that you will definitely get job from these employers, and that saves a lot of stress. That's another one. Then let me go back again. So if you want to check the education jobs or Crown Research Job Institute, just check all of these websites. Now moving forward, you can also check the job vacancy and recruitment website. So these ones also help. It says New Zealand employers often use recruitment companies or agencies to find suitable employees, particularly for specialist and high level jobs. So you can check any of these ones here. You can check this particular website. Look, let's see what we've got here. So these are recruitment agencies now. You can see a list of New Zealand job vacancy and recruitment website. So you can see different jobs for different location according to the regions in New Zealand, and that is what you can see here. Wellington jobs and recruitment website. When you check it, you see them. You can see all of that. You can see. So you have all of these applicants or employers rather are ready to embrace foreign workers to work with them. So guys, that is all about how to apply for all of this job. So I would encourage you to embrace these opportunities. If you're a professional registration, you can check for professional registration on the immigration website for the New Zealand. So contact employers directly. This is another opportunity here. So you can reach out to them. You can have a phone conversation or email conversation. So do not be afraid to call or email a company you are interested in working for, even if this is not how you do things in your home country. You can ask if they have any jobs now or coming up. You can also ask for an informal interview, or at least for the opportunity to send in your CV with a covering letter. If they do not have a suitable job for you, the people you contact may offer you the name of someone in another company, or they may give you the advice about other skills you have that may be useful to others. Calling employers from overseas is not much harder than calling them in your own country. So just remember, you must pay for the calls and to check the time differences between your location and New Zealand. So guys, that is all I've got to show you in this video. So I want to encourage you to apply for this to apply for this straight to residence visa. It's going to do you a lot of good. So I'm going to be stopping this video here. If you have any question, have any information, any inquiry to make, please feel free to drop your information in the comment section, and I will be there to attend to you. Don't forget to share this opportunity with people around you who wants to fulfill their relocation dreams. Share with them, like this video, comment